you.
Well, you are taller than me. No one has to know that. It's because you wear those.
It's funny with the orientation. Wait, let me get up close to the camera so it makes you look really tiny.
That's how they filmed Elf.
Yeah,
That's
really?
That's how they made Will Ferrell
That's
look
so
so big.
cool.
There's $50 under your desk, girl.
Oh my god!
You know what we could buy with that? Park Place. We had 450 more.
You know
of them.
what, Bill?
Shut up. Just give it to me.
I was gonna say you matter so much to me.
I'll take it. Yep, thank you.
How are we doing today, everybody? Are you surprised to see us?
You know what's gonna blow your mind?
What?
I've already got 500.
Well, my 50 isn't anything then.
10%. That's your tithe. How's it going, Amanda?
It's going. I will say, we'll start it off on a good/bad note.
Okay.
I have had the most hectic last month that I've had in a long time. And I will say that my ability to deal with it and to really meet myself where I'm at and to take everything head on has been really great, actually.
Yay.
If everything that happened back to back that has happened to me this month, literally in the last, like from February 14th to now, if this was like a year ago, I would not have been able to do it. I would have been incapacitated, truthfully. Would have been super down for the count. But I don't know what I'm doing or how differently I'm doing things, but I'm able to ebb and flow, and it's been really nice, and I'm very proud of myself.
Whoa, that's a big statement. I'm glad to hear you say that. I like to hear you say you're proud of yourself. That's really nice. I was going to ask if it went the other way, where you're like, oh, this could fall apart. But I'm glad that you're being mindful about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that possibility where it could fall apart. I think it's good.
I'm taking that one for the team.
Yeah.
So whatever can possibly fall apart, I'm falling it apart. So the rest of you can do well. You're welcome. It's a burden I carry. That's awesome. I'm glad. What happened February 14th? That was Valentine's Day.
Well, actually, it was like a week later. On the 22nd is when my cat went to the hospital.
Daisy?
Yeah, because she was not doing well. She was shaking really bad. She was having diarrhea, all this kind of stuff. Thought she was dying. Because she ate chocolate.
Ooh.
Thought she was dying because she ate chocolate. But she ended up fine. She was okay. Everything's good. She's back to normal. And then ever since that, it's just been kind of a steamroll. I mean, my car broke down, and then I was borrowing my mom's car, and then my mom's car got a flat tire.
Ooh.
And it was just like one thing on top of the next, and I'm moving out. I'm getting ready to move. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot. You know, I was upstairs, and I didn't know if we were podcasting. I didn't know if you were here. So before I texted you, I looked out the window, and I didn't see your car, and I didn't see your mom's car. So I thought, this doesn't bode well. But here you are.
Here I am. I parked my car close to the door because I had to go to Kroger this morning for the center.
Oh.
I had to get some salads.
Salads from Kroger.
Yes.
I feel very small in this chair.
I feel very small in this life.
That's funny. All right.
So what's going on with you, Bill? Anything to celebrate from the last time that we potted?
Celebrate. I'm trying to be grateful. Because I have a lot of shit I don't like, and so I'm trying to be grateful about things I do. Let me tell you a story, though.
Okay.
So our friend Ashley, she is a penguin. She made a penguin for me. It's about this tall, ceramic, and it's on my mantle, and so I thought, that's Ashley for me.
Yeah.
And so I said to her the other day, hey, Mills, come by and see me tonight. Just let's hang out. So about an hour later, I'm walking from my kitchen to my living room to go play guitar, and there's a stink bug right in the middle of my floor. Like,
no way. She showed up as a stink bug before too.
Yeah, that's why.
That's so funny.
I hadn't seen a stink bug since last year, and like when it was warm, and so I'm like, well, I'll be damned. So I got down. I'm like, hey, thank you very much, and took a picture with us.
Just selfie.
That was really, and so there's two takeaways. You can go either way with it. One, that's really cool. Or two, man, he'll wrap anything up into what he wants it to be.
You're like a girl who has a crush and sees 444 everywhere and thinks that that's confirmation.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's I got confirmation bias from not a lightning bug.
I don't know though.
Stink bug.
I don't know because that to me feels very like spiritual and like universally aligned. Just because the last time you asked for a sign, a stink bug showed up too.
Yep, and that blew my mind, and I was like, hey Mills, I'm so sorry. If we talked about this and you were like, something happens to me, I'm coming back as a stink bug builder, I should have written that down because I don't remember.
Because I mean, just think about it. It's just so I don't even know. It's just hilarious, like comical, like nostalgic, like serendipitous. Because like if she could come back as any bug, I guarantee it would be a stink bug. Like fuck with me, I'm gonna make you smell like shit.
Yep.
You know, that's such an Ashley Miller thing
You're
to
right
do.
about that. Yeah.
So
It
funny.
makes sense. So I don't know what happened to the stink bug. I thought about, getting up and watching TV with it and stuff. That seemed a little excessive even for me. So I let it go its own way. But that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. Other than that, work's going okay.
Good.
I haven't been able to say that in a while.
Yeah.
I was here 4 days. 4 days this week.
Heck yeah. I think you got did you ever end up like calling people and getting the word out about our tour change time?
A little bit.
Okay. I think it's working because we've had people only come in at 12:45 now.
I'm glad.
Like we have not, I mean, it's so interesting the way that it just seamlessly, like we had one day where Julie had to do 2 tours of 12 and then 12:45. And then since then it's been pretty good to go.
That may be a case of everyone in the world knew that was the right thing to do except us. I was talking to my friend Melissa one time and she said something about the weekend. And I said, so Friday? And she's like, no, the weekend. And I'm like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She's like, okay, to the rest of the world, the weekend is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was like, guilty. Yep. Okay.
Well,
right.
it's half of Friday.
Is it?
It's to me,
okay.
The weekend starts on Friday as soon as you clock out.
To me, the weekend always makes me think of Ashley because that song Blinding Lights for some reason
yeah.
always came on. And then, I don't want to talk about all that. We talked about that for a year.
We can talk about it as many times as you want to talk about it.
We did. So what week was this of our term? Does anyone know? 6?
Week 5.
Oh, 5. Okay. We had pickleball outside on Wednesday. It was really nice. That was cool. You know what happened though? So I was setting up the court. First, I have to put up a fence around the court so the balls don't.
Yeah, it looked really good. I saw it.
Thank you. So the balls don't go down the hill. We had 2 balls. And one got hit and went between the little slats of the fence. It rolled really slowly out into Auburn Avenue, which is the main street that runs right beside the court. And so we're all watching it, and it's going really slow. And a car comes, and we think it's going to go over it. It's a pickleball. It's like this
yeah.
Smush. So we're down to 1 ball. So we played with 1 ball. I was setting up the court. Back to my story. I set up the fence, and then I started setting up the net. And I'm like, something's not right. But I didn't know what it was. But something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are no lines on the court because the winter washed them all away. I mean, no trace of it. There's nothing left. So we played without lines. That's the end of my story. But so what I figured out is electrical tape will stay on the parking lot because I taped off a couple things for traffic cones for my friend to practice parallel parking. They're all still there. But all the tape I put down. So I'm thinking we should spray paint.
I mean, with all the snow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You should use chalk. It'll come off. You have to redo it every time.
But my problem is I got to make a court, which is a rectangle, and I can't figure out how to make right angles. So
we need to get Evan in here.
But yeah, exactly.
His mechanical engineering.
Yeah, someone who knows what's going on. So that was nice. We had pickleball outside, and you know what? We got an extra hour of daylight.
That's been kicking my butt.
Well, how so?
I am exhausted every day at 6 p.m.
Okay.
By 6 p.m. I'm in bed. You
know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry that's your experience because at about 6:30 last night, I thought, oh, can I go to bed yet?
Yeah, literally.
And it was still light outside. And I'm like, okay, I can wait. I didn't wait till it got dark.
Yeah.
But it got darker. But yeah.
My circadian rhythm is not caught up to the time change yet.
Yeah, same.
At all.
Every time people say circadian, I think of cicadas.
Me too. I do that too. I think of that also.
It looks like we're leaning apart from each other, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you smell. I'm just kidding.
You would tell me.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
You don't smell.
Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't today.
Today.
Hey.
The last pod we did though, it was tough.
Yeah.
I really.
I think that was foot.
No, I think you had just played. I don't know. You said you were just walking around or something, or you just did some kind of physical activity.
Okay.
So.
My sweat's weird. Man, we don't need to talk
So
about
is
my
mine.
sweat. Is it?
I don't sweat until I do, and then when I do, it's not good.
Remember when I used to sweat all the time?
Yeah, you were
Mills
a
used to
sweat
all the
machine.
time? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of quit.
Hmm.
I guess I ran out of sweat.
You walked so much, the sweat just was like, God damn it, Bill! I'm tired of this shit.
I was thinking about that last night when I was going, thinking about going to bed while the sun was still out. Last summer, I spent almost all my time outside. I was outside all the time. I would come to work when I worked, and I would walk to Eden Park and goof around there and skip rocks and stuff. And then it would get darkish, and I would walk home. So and that was good for me because I'm a Banana Republic medium, straight up. hey, and that's better than being like a, something else medium, because Banana Republic's serious about it. They don't give you any.
Did you see? It's so funny the way my mind makes connections. Did you see that Facebook is giving? I know you probably wouldn't see it, but I have to tell you so we can grieve together. Facebook is going to start deleting live videos 30 days after you've posted them. So every morning meeting that we've ever done together is going to be deleted.
When?
Starting July something.
No, I got it.
So we have until July to download every single
Okay.
morning meeting we've ever done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, the world just keeps throwing curveballs.
I know, right? Isn't that so annoying? Because why would you not want to keep those?
I know. Well, it's got to be a data storage thing, right?
Maybe.
And curveballs are weird because I don't ever get a hit. I keep fouling them off, so nothing ever gets completed. That makes me sad. I downloaded some of our stuff, like the old stuff, but then I keep it on YouTube because I don't have storage, so I put
That's
videos
smart.
on YouTube.
Yeah, that's very smart.
Well, what about when YouTube decides they're going to shut down?
They won't. They're the longest player in the game. That's why we're here.
Oh yeah, this is. Oh yeah, welcome. So, usually we ask, "What are you doing this weekend?" at the end, but what are you doing this weekend?
Getting my house in order, getting it ready to move. I got some stuff I'm getting rid of. If you want anything.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I find it, I have a small
Like
little
a box
coffee
of
table.
weed or...
No. I have a bunch of bed sheets, extra pillows.
Really?
Yeah, do you need
I am
pillows?
in the need of pillows.
I have blankets too.
I got blankets, but my pillows all have like brown stains on them because I drool on them, and they're like really, really old.
I can bring you some one day.
Are they have stuff on them?
No, they're very clean.
Okay. Are they puffy or are they flash?
They're more on the puffy side, but they're a happy medium. I don't like super puffy, and I don't I don't like super. What's the other word that I'm looking for? Yes, flat or hard to sleep on. What is the word that I'm trying to think of? Firm.
Uncomfortable.
Firm. I don't like firm. I don't like super fluffy. So it's a good in the middle.
You're like the Goldilocks.
Yes, exactly. And I actually did eat some porridge today.
Porridge?
It was actually overnight oats, but
is that oatmeal?
That's what I think it is. I don't know.
I love oatmeal.
Me too.
Oatmeal's good for you.
I'm a big oatmeal fan.
I've been making pizza at home because you could buy a pizza like crust at the store and then put whatever you want on it. You ever done that?
Yep.
I make some good pizza.
Buffalo chicken?
I don't like buffalo chicken.
What if you make it yourself?
Like with buffalo sauce?
Just with chicken and hot sauce.
I could do that. I've not ever done that.
Do you like hot sauce on your chicken?
I like hot sauce on anything pretty much.
Exactly. So buffalo chicken pizza. There you go.
Here's my thing.
That's what I miss about being vegetarian. That's the only reason why I said that.
Buffalo chicken kind of freaks me out because I've only seen it when it's packaged by either Meijer or Costco or Kroger, and the color freaks me out.
Here's the thing: is if you get a good buffalo chicken pizza from a restaurant, they don't buy the chicken already buffalo. They make the chicken
buffalo it themselves.
Yeah, they buffalo it themselves. Yeah, you like toss it. Oh my gosh! When I used to work at Campione's.
What's that?
It's a pizza place. It's no longer in existence, unfortunately. But I would make their buffalo chicken pizza. It was so good. It was like a layer of mozzarella cheese. Then you do a little bit of onions. And then you would get chicken, like cut it up into little pieces. And you toss it in our buffalo sauce, which was so good. It was a mix of Red Hot. And then another type of hot sauce. I don't know. But it was like a half and half of Red Hot and something else. I can't remember. It was so good. And just put the chicken on there.
Is that raw chicken?
No, we cooked the chicken, obviously.
already, and then you put it on
Yes.
the pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about I put on my pizza, I put pepperoni. First I put sauce down, and then I put pepperoni, and then I put cheese, mozzarella, and then I put
Oh, you put the cheese on top of the pepperoni,
Yeah.
so you're an under the cheese kind of
well, and Montonian,
guy. Okay.
and then I put some more pepper.
Oh, so you're a double pep kind
Yes.
of guy.
And then I put I diced some onions and jalapenos because I like those, and some
sounds good.
mushrooms.
Ooh.
And so I put mushrooms on part of it, and then there was one other thing. Oh yeah, sausage, which was
Ooh.
already cooked,
Wow,
and I just crumbled it up and put it on there.
that sounds good.
And my question was, I have garlic. I love garlic.
Mhm.
I love roasted garlic, and so I was gonna put mince up a garlic clove
Mm-hmm.
and sprinkle it on there, and hope that it would bake in the 10 minutes that it's baking.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's long enough. So I'm curious as to whether I can bake garlic and then put it on the pizza and cook it for 10 minutes.
Sure, why not?
You,
world
have you
is
had
yours.
baked garlic?
What you should do
Mm-hmm.
is this is what you should do. Yes, I have baked garlic before.
It's really good.
You should put the garlic, the onion, and the mushroom in a pan. Cook them all together and then put them on the pizza.
Yes, that's a great idea. And I think I will do that.
Then
I like
it'll be
that one.
really good.
My friend Andrea, and your friend Andrea, she's very tall.
She's tall.
She brought some stuff to my house yesterday after work, and she was looking at the stuff we get from La Soup on her way out. She called me and she's like, "There's a shit ton of food here." And she started off like she was reading me a list. Do you want? So I ended up with about 6,000 bananas, which I love. I mean, a trash bag of bananas.
No, they gave us
There's
so
still a
many
ton out
bananas.
there.
There's still
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah, and she got a trash bag of
Waffle
bananas.
House coffee, which by the way is the
Mm.
best coffee ever.
Oh, I didn't see
You
that.
want some Waffle House coffee? Go grab you some. It's still in the kitchen.
I got hummus and I ate the whole thing. And she said, "There's bruschetta that you can put on bread." And I said, "I have nothing to put bruschetta on." She said, "You're in luck. I have French toast. It's already sliced up, French bread." So I put butter on the French bread and I put it in my oven. I broiled it till it was nice and brown. And then I had bruschetta and I had some salsa.
Living
Right?
lavish.
I know. And something else. Oh, the hummus. That was
Mm.
all good. And the hummus is all gone. That was nice.
Heck yeah. And then we got like 50 pounds of cake delivered to us, which is
Yeah, I
great.
passed on the cake. I'm not a cake person.
I'm not a cake either. I'm not a cake either.
I'm not a cake either. Yeah, there was some kind of pie, but it was cherry pie.
Do you see for my 30th birthday?
That's a warrant song.
I got a cheesecake.
I love cheese. You know what I just almost did?
No fucking way. No fucking way. That's the type of brain rot that we're at this point as a society.
I can't see that. I got blown up.
That's so funny.
You know what? Have you ever done this on accident and then on purpose, which I do now? Take a screenshot or any picture and make it your home screen on your phone.
Mhm.
Something that will just freak you out when you see it.
No, why would I do that to myself?
Like, I don't know, but it's funny.
You're playing a prank on yourself?
Yeah,
You have to have such a short memory span to do that. And I know that you do, but I don't.
guilty. Yeah, I'll look at my phone and I'll hold it up and it'll say like so and so is calling. And be, oh crap! Wait a minute, nothing's working.
That is so funny that you do that to yourself.
Yeah.
That is honestly hilarious. And I love that for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it makes time go by. Yesterday, so I was trying to make pizza,
Okay.
and it says to cook 7 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it occurred to me, so I have a timer on my stove, and to me, it's like, what's the analogy I was using? This is really not funny at all. It's not even entertaining if I can't think of the analogy. But so if I had to hold the button down for up time and then release it exactly at the right time because it goes 1, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden it goes 5, 10, 30. And I'm like, eh. And so I'm trying to time it perfectly. And I got anxious about it.
Just use your microwave.
Or my phone.
Yes.
I can say, hey,
I always use the microwave because it's so much more annoying than my phone. And if I look at my phone, I can just turn it off and then I'm going to forget about it. But if I do my microwave, it's right above my oven.
Yep.
So then I can literally go turn it off and then I have to go do the whole movement.
it's kind of like you were in my head because yesterday I thought I could set an alarm on my phone and I thought, I'm going to ignore it. But it didn't go to the microwave thing. So what I do is I forget that there's bread in the oven. I literally do. And I'll be like, ooh, and I'll run over and pull it open and go, ah.
Like with your what are they called? The pizza rolls in the oven?
Yeah, exactly like in the
Put
microwave.
Pizza rolls in the
Yeah.
microwave, yeah.
I'm hungry, so I put pizza rolls on a plate and they're already in there.
Should we answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can read it this time. I don't
All
know.
right.
I was having tongue-tied troubles. Okay, where are we at? Okay. If you're trying to break a generational cycle of emotional dysfunction, what do you consider the most important steps to be?
So can I, before we start that, can we define the first?
Generational cycle of emotional dysfunction. For example. I'm off the hook. For example, I'll just use Michelle as an example. Her emotional dysfunction looks like not having emotional regulation skills and like just slamming stuff and just being very reactive, right? So that is being emotionally dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
That could have gone tons of different ways for me, one of which I could have ended up in the same way. I could have been very reactive. I could have been very like, I'm going to slam everything. I'm not going to vocalize how I feel. I'm going to be very passive aggressive. And it could have manifested in that way for me. However, I broke the generational cycle of that dysfunction. And I worked on myself and I got myself tools and coping skills and things like that and learned how to emotionally regulate. So then I broke that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
There are days when that cycle is not completely broken and I never truly cut the cord. But every day is a work in progress and I'm trying not to be that. And I think just the general acknowledgement and awareness is like the most important piece.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You following?
I am.
Do you feel like, because I know I do, I think the question that should be asked as well is, do you feel like there are cycles of dysfunction that you need to end in your family?
Well, that's a great question. And so I can go two ways on that. One is I'm not spreading my DNA anymore. So anything that I changed after I stopped having kids is not gonna break that cycle unless it's activity and work I do with my kid. And that might help do that going down the road, right?
Depending on which I'm following, but also depending on, because you could say I broke all the cycles with my family dysfunction because I'm not having kids.
Right.
Right. But
yeah,
also,
exactly.
Yeah, also put into perspective what was passed down onto you. What cycles were passed down onto you? I'm
going to go a little different direction with this.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm going to talk about my mom, and I never talked about my mom. My mom grew up, she had 6 or 7 brothers and sisters that lived in a 3-bedroom house that they built that was on land that they didn't own, which was in the woods. You had to cross 2 creeks from a state highway in Arkansas to get to them. State highway is only 2 lanes. So you had to cross 2 creeks, and if it had rained, all they had was these bridges that had these 2x4s on them, maybe 30 or 40 feet across. And if it rained and flooded, it would wash the bridges out. You couldn't get to the house or out of the house to the little tiny town, which was like 15 people. And she was abused horribly every day of her life.
Wow.
You know, I mean, just beaten and all kinds of crap. The family, they subsistent farmed, so for their food. So they just lived off the land. She came out of that, graduated from high school, packed whatever she had in one bag and said, bye, walked to the state highway and got a bus to Little Rock and went to nursing school.
Good for her.
Exactly.
Holy crap, the adversity.
And I didn't have any of that in my house growing up. I mean, whatever she was able to do to break that was humongous because my cousins, aunts and uncles going through the same stuff. She didn't somehow.
Yeah.
She had the resolution to not do that.
She broke that cycle.
Yeah, I would not be sitting here doing what I do, if she had continued that. Because, I mean, with, what I deal with on the mental illness side, it would have been really easy for me to fall into that. So that was a big deal. And she had done that before she had kids. And my sister and I turned out, with the exception of, what I deal with.
Do you still talk to your sister?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Okay.
Not enough.
Yeah.
But
Didn't even know you had a sister until literally just now.
Really?
Yes.
She's 3 years younger than me. She has 3 kids. One's in her 30s, and she's amazing. And then 2 boys that are in their early 20s, late teens, early 20s. But they're all great. They live in Plano, where I grew up. I was thinking about that too one time, because our family is very small. The aunts and uncles we don't really talk to. And I always thought, man, it'd be nice to have like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. And it occurred to me a couple weeks ago or a month ago, that's not going to happen, because we have to make that happen. It's not like holidays come around and you automatically go to your family. So it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But yeah, but my mom's kind of a rock star in that respect.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she did it, because we never talked about it, and she didn't talk about.
How do you know that?
Just from stories she's told.
Oh wow.
And when we would go to see my grandparents when I was little, loved going to see them. I don't remember noticing anything weird, or she was able to talk to everybody. And maybe it was just because she's so happy to be out of it. I don't know. But she'd be a cool person to talk to, as what I know now.
Wow.
As opposed to what I thought I knew then. But that's a big one.
Yeah.
And then we talked about this in class an hour ago. It's hard to see inside your own box, so it's hard to see me the way the world sees me, or the way my son sees me. So whatever I have that I have carried and passed along to him, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But I would certainly like to fix it, as much as I can.
Yeah. I think that's a different situation with me. I think from my mom's struggles and her dad's struggles, and I know, because my mom likes to overshare and have no boundaries about anything. I know everything. I know too much about what my mom and her dad and like my whole family on her side has really been through. Whereas on my dad and his side, I know really honestly nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm walking around with is this knowledge that my grandfather was horribly abused and had really bad agoraphobia and social anxiety. And then came my mom, where they tried to do things very, very differently. But unfortunately, there's a lot of genetic factors that are at play that are passed down through your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a situation where there was a lot of that was passed down to her. And she just she would tell me all the time, she was just kind of born the way that she is.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just came out that way.
Yep.
And that's how she's always been, and that's how she'll always be. And so I have a very good understanding of everything that I'm fighting, everything that I'm going through, all of the battles that I carry around with me, because I feel it genetically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel on days when I am like, wow, this symptom that I'm experiencing is not mine. This is coming from somewhere else.
Good for you for being able to realize it.
Which is, it may sound kooky saying that, but like there's a lot about my experiences that I know come from my mom's struggles, or seeing her struggle in that way and then mirroring that behavior, right?
That doesn't sound kooky to me at all. Maybe the way I believe is kooky, but generation, and I can't speak from a scientific standpoint because I just don't know. I don't know what research has been done. But I totally understand your mom saying I was born this way. Because to a degree, I think she was born that way.
Oh, absolutely. Like epigenetics is a huge thing. Neuroception is a huge thing. We inherit our mother's DNA and their mother's DNA and our father's DNA. We inherit those things.
Yeah.
And so especially, a lot of women's pregnancies are due in part to where the man is at, health-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever he was at upon conception depends on the health of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of studies out that have been able to pinpoint preeclampsia to men and like all of these other birth defects.
Really?
Yeah, leading directly back to where the man was at.
When you say where the man was at, you mean psychologically?
No, health-wise.
Okay.
But probably
Everything.
That too. Yeah,
Okay.
but really everything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why like when trying to conceive, it's just so important to be in like a really, really good place.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, mentally, everything. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of her parents' stuff that she carried on and she passed down to me. And then of course my parents were my parents and all of that was passed on to me. And I know everything that I carry around with me and then some. You know, there are probably parts of me that could be passed on to my offspring that I have no clue or understanding about.
Right.
So just to kind of sweep all that stuff away, I don't plan on procreating at all.
Yeah.
Because I know where I'm at now, and I'm 30,
Mm-hmm.
right? No, in no time soon would I ever be ready for something like that at all. I still have so much work I need to do. I can barely really even take care of myself most days. So I couldn't even imagine having a child. Whereas other people, you know, they happen to have a child and then that's when it kind of clicks for them and they get their shit together and they're like, I'm doing everything that I can for that child.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I love that for those people and it's really, really great for them. But I'm just not, I am very careful about not continuing the cycle.
Are you okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I've always thought that you were okay with that.
Yeah.
And I don't know the answer to this. Are less people having kids now?
Yes.
It seems to me that a lot less people are having kids.
Yeah, we're having a really bad, and we're not going to get into the politics of it. I'm just saying that out loud for myself because I was about to. But we are seeing a decline in birth rates, and a majority of that is probably due in part to the economy.
Oh, okay.
I think more so than anything.
Okay.
It's just,
Man, I was never that on the ball to think about the economy when I want to have a kid.
Hard to afford anything. Nothing's affordable, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's a big part of it.
Now, when I started thinking about generational trauma, I started thinking about it on a big scale, like cultures that have suffered trauma and how they come back from that.
Yeah.
Because there's so much of that in the world, you know, and it seems like, I mean, the older I get, Amanda, I'm sorry to have to break this to you, but people are just dicks.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
it comes down to it.
Yep. They sure are.
It's just the way it goes.
Womp womp.
So, so that I believe, like you said, you know, DNA from the mothers passed down, but I think our DNA contains shit from 2 generations ago.
It absolutely does. Yeah, that's the thought behind epigenetics.
Okay.
That's why when you tell people who, you know, have family origins in slavery, right, to just like get over it, some people think that that's just a thing you can do. It's genetically that trauma is wired in their DNA,
and that makes sense to me.
And that's there's scientific evidence to back that up. Like in your human genome, you can kind of map out where that stuff lies. Like if you have the genetic marker for bipolar disorder in your human genome, that is something that can be pinpointed.
Okay.
It's just whether or not that specific, I don't know the specific terminology, but it's just depending on, that whenever that switch is flipped, right? Yeah. And for some people it does, for some people it doesn't. That's why 2 children can live in the same home next to each other and have 2 completely different experiences. Yeah. It can come out 2 completely different ways.
My friend Marilyn, who you know, said that to me really one time. It blew my mind. We were in my office talking and she said, I don't remember how many brothers and sisters she has, 3 or 4. They said, we all had different parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? And they were the same biologic parents, but her point, I think about it still, is right. You know, totally different situations. Yep. Totally different experiences.
And, you know, you get totally different versions sometimes of your parents, depending on who you are as a child.
Yeah, our friend Nathan has the best line about parenting for me, who I said, I met his mom. Oh, your mom is great. I love your mom. She's a great person to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if my son says that about me. He's a great guy to know. That's a good question. And, you know, so along with that, having less kids, I don't think that my kid's going to have a kid. You know, I don't see that happening. So I think that line is stopped.
Yeah.
Which makes me very sad for the rest of the world in some ways, because I'm a Leo. But y'all be all right.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me sad to think about a world without William Brown.
Right? I don't know. There's like 5 of me in my zip code. So I've been working on playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And learning how to sing.
Are we done with the generational cycles conversation?
Oh shit! I thought we did a good job on that.
You think so? Keep going? You think we're? I mean, I just wanted to make sure that we were done. We tied up all the loose ends. You think we're good?
I do.
Okay.
Do you?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, I had a good time.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Guitar. You've been learning to play it.
Oh yeah, and so you're really good for me because I stopped sending you things, but you tell me the truth, And so when I'm ready for the truth from you, I will get it, and I like that because
You said, I don't think this one's ready for it yet.
Exactly.
We'll wait.
So my friend Chuck, he plays the guitar and he sings at some places, and he came over to my house last week and we played. And he's like, come Sunday, this is next 2 days from now, come up to where I'm playing and I want you to do a song. And I said, not a chance, but I'll come up to where you're playing. And so I think I'm gonna do that on Sunday, and I may do a song. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think the thing about singing is everybody, in my opinion, and people may disagree with this, but I think everybody has the ability to sing. It's just about what you sing that matters. Because there are certain songs that I feel like people can sing better than others, and certain songs that you just cannot touch.
Yeah.
Like look at Timothée Chalamet. You would have never thought that he would be able to sing, but he almost mastered Bob Dylan's voice, like almost to a T.
Never saw that movie. Did you see it?
I have heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of the songs from it because I looked up the soundtrack.
Yeah.
On Spotify, and I listen to it sometimes. And like I like doing this thing where like I'll listen to a Bob Dylan song and then I'll listen to the same one that Timothée Chalamet does, and it's incredible.
That's
like
cool.
The one that he performed on SNL, insane.
I love that kid.
Like so good.
Very talented.
He's so talented.
You know what?
And so I think it's really about you just finding where you fit in terms of what your voice is going to sound best singing.
Yes, I agree with you. And jump back right there to the Timothée Chalamet thing. I will ask Bob Dylan's son Jacob when I see him. I'm going to see him in June at Bogart's because the Wallflowers are coming and I have tickets.
Oh, nice.
What he thinks about it. That's a talented kid.
Yeah. I'm going to have to show you that SNL performance.
That'd be cool.
After this.
I like him.
It's really good.
So you're right. And when I think about this helps me a lot because you did listen to me sing one time. I was sitting on the piano bench and you were standing up in front of me and I started singing. You're like, just do that. And my problem is my confidence that I don't want to let it out. So I've been working on. I know, right?
You and your confidence and not letting it out. Wow,
So
I never heard that. Did I shoot you down too early?
No, you were very helpful.
Okay, great.
Oh my God, no.
I thought maybe I shot your confidence down too early, and now you can't get it back.
Nope. But I tell you what I have been though is getting pretty good on the guitar.
Good. I mean, that's the first part.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat. And those are my two goals. Where's Mills? For this year was one is singing in front of people, and the other is stand up. And you know what? No shit. We started talking about that, Chuck and I. And he's a few years older than I am. I'm 111, so he must be 200. He's like, I did stand up at Go Bananas. I'm like, no shit. So I have this guy at my house as a resource for the two things I wanted to do this year.
That's incredible.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
That's so cool.
And I like that. So I've been working on my stand-up stuff
Shout
too.
out to Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck. And so I've still got 9 months almost. But the guitar thing's going to happen pretty soon.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, I was going to tell you the story and I forgot about it. It was Kate, my friend Katie was like, how the fuck did you get so good at the guitar so fast? And I said, I thought about it. And the answer is, I had a guitar in my hand 20 hours a day for 8 months. It was grief therapy.
Oh, wow.
That was what it was. It was me trying to
distract yourself from all the pain.
Talk to Ashley.
Yeah.
And that's where it ended up.
Wow. Good for you. That's
I'm
awesome.
really happy about that. Never thought I could do that.
Yeah.
But it's a good feeling and I like it. And we're in band practice tomorrow, so that's happy.
Yay, good.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing this weekend? Band practice tomorrow?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Chuck,
Yeah. I was like, oh, something. Yeah. So I don't know. But what I will not do is tell people it's my first time.
Yeah, never.
Because he was saying that. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Because either people are going to give you sympathy or they're going to be extra mean to you. Either way, it's a lose.
Exactly right. I didn't think about the extra mean thing. My mind didn't go there. So I'm trying to come up with songs that people cannot help but sing along to, at least the chorus.
I said, baby. No, you can't do Wonderwall.
No,
You just
that's
can't.
funny. When you start playing guitar, you start looking up video tutorials and stuff, and there's so many. No, I'm not going to teach you how to play Wonderwall. Or, okay, finally, you have to learn. Nah, I haven't landed on that one yet.
Just look up a karaoke song, like popular karaoke songs. You
Oh,
should
that's
Creep by
a great
Radiohead.
idea. That doesn't sound like it's really happy. Here's my happy song.
Oh, you want it to be happy?
Yeah, I want people to sing along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to be the only one. So, so I want to do here for morning me. I'm pointing at morning meeting because I told him that's the most forgiving, accepting crowd you'll ever find in your life.
Yeah.
You know, and I figured we could do a pretty good song, pretty good rendition of 500 Miles. Remember that song?
Yeah.
I would walk.
I would walk 500 miles and I could walk 500 more.
And then Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one where you don't even have to sound good singing it because, like, she doesn't either.
Is that a backhanded slap at me? I like it.
Well, no, it just would make you worry less about sounding good.
That's true.
You know?
So I think that's a happy song.
You should do you ever feel like a plastic bag
I've thought about Katy
floating
Perry.
in the wind? Very low register. Where do you feel like you are on the scale of being able to sing?
I've got
Alto,
a pretty
soprano?
low voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a pretty low voice.
So you have to do lower register songs, and that one would be one of them.
It
Do
may be
you ever feel like a plastic bag?
one of the cool things about piano and guitar, and they're kind of the same, is you can put songs in whatever key you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can sing them. And
Yeah.
some songs need to be in the key they were written in
Mhm.
for them to sound good. Some don't.
You should do Sunday morning rain is calling. Maroon 5.
He's got a really high voice.
Yeah, you can.
You know what? I had the flu for 11 months or so a few weeks ago, and it took my upper register away.
Oh, damn.
So I'm dealing with a lower register.
Yeah, you can do it.
I need some, what I think, I don't know the crowds, but I think I need at least some popular music. And I was telling somebody the other day, I couldn't name one band, I bet you, that's in the top 40.
Bum, bum, bum. What's that song? My brain does not work today. You know what song I'm talking about? Bum, bum, bum. It's everybody yells bum, bum, bum.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a pretty decent Baby One More Time where people yell,
Oh my God.
and I. That's right? That's where they yell it, and I. I can't think of them. Bum, bum, bum.
It's on
I
the
know what you're talking
it's on
about.
the tip of my tongue.
Are you up to speed on the bands that are coming through town? Like
No.
your Del Water Gaps and
No, Role Model's coming to Columbus next weekend.
I like him. I got one of his guitar straps. I don't know how I got it, but his name was like Taylor Proofrock or something like
No,
that.
his name's Tucker Pillsbury.
Tucker Pillsbury. And it's got and I got it off Craig's Facebook Marketplace, right? And it's this leather guitar strap and it's black and it has TP engraved on it.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's got to be Role Model.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
I thought you were being like dead serious, but
Well,
it probably is, honestly.
You never know.
Could be. That's what you
You
should
came
sing.
from a nice house.
Have you heard his new songs?
No. Really?
Oh my god.
Okay, I
I
can do
have
that.
to show them to you when we're done here.
Role Model. Are you going?
Tickets are $230.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because that's verified real resale tickets.
Oh,
When I looked at them originally, I didn't think that he was as popular as he is. Because they were originally $50.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't get paid until Friday. I'm gonna wait till Friday. By the time Friday came, they were all sold out, and tickets were $250.
damn. That's what I paid for the Wallflowers is $50.
So I was like, not going, but I'm gonna go to Columbus and see if we can try to find him.
Meredith,
Me, Meredith, and Maureen, probably.
that's cool.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
Good. They're both doing really good.
Good. Yeah, she's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen still lives here.
Yeah.
You know what was really fun? That one time we went to, Maureen wasn't there, to the Sharonville, the video place.
Oh yeah, Barcade Legacy.
I would like to go there again because I didn't get to play Mario Kart. And I got my Wii out the other day and it's broken.
Oh no, that's not good.
No. So I need to play some Mario Kart. And I like your idea about looking at karaoke
Yeah.
to see what people sing.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum,
There it is.
bum, bum.
All right.
It finally came to
There it
me.
is.
God damn it.
That was a
Oh,
good one.
Lord. All right. Well, I think that's good. That's where we should end it. Ended on a happy note.
Well, I was gonna write something else down.
Karaoke songs.
Karaoke songs. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man. How do you spell karaoke? K-A-R-A-O-K-E.
Karaoke. Karaoke.
I got it.
Do you know what karaoke means?
I do.
What is it?
Without. That means karaoke means drunk and loud.
No.
No.
Empty orchestra.
Empty orchestra.
And I learned that from How I Met Your Mother, and it was actually a morning meeting trivia question the other day. And I
Yes.
was able to get it because of How I Met Your Mother. So thank you.
Good job. Empty orchestra.
All right, is that it?
Is
Anything
it?
else? I think so.
Okay. I had a good time.
I have too much stuff I want to show you.
Oh, yay. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.